Hello and welcome to my next scenario mode video. This one is for the teammate battle scenario called Engine Trouble in F1 2013, of course. This one is quite a tricky scenario. Basically, your car will have engine difficulties down the straight.
Driver has driven a pretty fast race today, but we're now starting to see his times drop. It looks like he's got an issue with the car. Can he hold on over these final laps?
Yep, so your car will have a speed loss down the straight. You'll see here coming down the main straight I'll get overtaken by Kimi Raikkonen. So you get put into the game with 2 laps left. So just coming out onto the straight here, you see Kimi Raikkonen go flying past. That's the loss in performance you have. Obviously you're going to have a lot of trouble through the first sector on this track because there's a lot of straights, and probably the longest straight in the whole F1 calendar, this straight here. So coming onto this straight you're going to want to use a lot of your KERS. Rosberg's likely to come back past you here. The key for me on this challenge was keeping Rosberg behind me, because I found the AI they don't really go too well together. So what you want is a buffer between you and your teammate, because obviously the objective is to keep Adrian Sutil behind you, who is your teammate. So what I did is just kept Rosberg behind me, and therefore Sutil will stay behind him. So it just gives you that security barrier between you and your teammate. So my main objective really was just to drive as fast as I could, but then if Rosberg got past me, just to try and get back, nick back past him straight away, because they're not that great in the braking points. So through this fast and flowing section, you probably won't have too much trouble from the AI. They're not going to dive up the inside, so you won't have much trouble in that department. So just focus on getting the right line. I'm actually not driving brilliantly here. You can see I'm going wide a few times, so it just shows you that you don't have to be driving flat out to pass this on gold. And I'm doing this with no assist, by the way. So that's traction control off and braking assist off. So come around the final corner here. You're just going to want to use all your KERS that you've got remaining. You won't have DRS. You most likely won't have DRS coming around there, unless Rosberg got past you. The DRS activation point is just around this second curve here, so I don't have it on this lap. So Rosberg will come flying past me. But to counter that slightly, I use a lot of KERS coming onto that straight. So you can see here it takes him a long time to get back past me. Near enough by the end of the straight. And as I said earlier, if he comes past, I'm just going to try and get back past him. But even still, Sutil is still a good 2 seconds behind Rosberg now, so there's not too much threat really from him. So I just go to the inside. Rosberg goes around the outside, so he's got nowhere to go. Bit of contact, but I think it was fair. Bit more contact, and again, I think it's just rubbing. Nothing too serious. So this challenge is pretty much just a balance between you want to be doing consistent fast laps, but also trying to keep ahead of Rosberg. That's what I tried to do anyway. You shouldn't have too much trouble around sector 2 and 3, because there are a lot of corners, and your the main scenario relates to the engine, so your trouble would be down the straights, which are mainly in the first sector. So just come up to the final sector here. Sebastian Vettel's won the race. Just keep it nice and tidy. You can see on the map that Sutil was a good 2 seconds behind. I don't really have to push too much. There's no need. I come around the final corner. There we go. Nice and easy. So yeah, just you don't have to push too hard. If you're worried about Sutil catching you, just keep Rosberg behind you. That would be my advice. That way, the AI aren't very good at overtaking each other, so just use Rosberg as a barrier, effectively. So yeah, I hope this helps you guys. By all means, subscribe if you want to see more. I will be making videos for all of these scenarios on gold difficulty and with no assists. So yep, once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.